In this experiment, a double displacement reaction between sodium hydroxide and nickel chloride will occur. The objective of this experiment is to observe what happens in the reaction and determine a balanced equation of said reaction, given our observations.
To complete this experiment, we need two 50 milliliter beakers, 15 milliliters of sodium hydroxide, and 6 milliliters of nickel 2 chloride solution.
To begin with this reaction, we are going to take two 15 milliliter beakers off of the shelf. Then we're going to label each beaker for each of the compounds that we are using, or solutions in this case. One sodium hydroxide, and the other one we'll label nickel 2 chloride. Now we are going to take we're going to take 15 milliliters of sodium hydroxide and put it in the first beaker. Then we are going to take 6 milliliters of nickel 2 chloride solution and put it in the other beaker. As you can see, we have our two solutions in their beakers. And now our next step is to mix said solutions. We do this by pouring the entire contents of one beaker into the other, and we will observe what will happen in this reaction. As you see, as the beaker was poured in, as the solution of nickel 2 chloride was poured into the solution of sodium hydroxide, a precipitate formed at the bottom of the beaker.
To set up our balanced equation, we begin with our two products of sodium hydroxide and nickel 2 chloride, which are both aqueous solutions. Using double displacement, we know that our cations will swap, giving us our two products of sodium chloride, which is an aqueous solution, and nickel 2 hydroxide, which is not soluble and will be our precipitate for this reaction. From here, we just have to balance the equation by writing a 2 in front of the sodium hydroxide and in front of the sodium chloride.